You ever notice how your favorite apps get these huge upgrades, new features, a totally new design, but they never seem to go down? It's like one minute you're using the old version and the next, poof, the new one's just there. It feels a little bit like magic, right? Well, it's not magic. It's actually some of the most clever engineering in the entire tech world. And today, we're going to pull back that curtain on zero-downtime data migrations.
So that's the big mystery we're going to solve. I mean, it's one thing to update an app's code, but how in the world do you perform what is basically open heart surgery on its most critical part, the database that holds every piece of your data, while it's still running and without losing a single thing? Let's dive into the paradox at the heart of this challenge.
And this leads us straight into what we can call the zero downtime paradox. See, the systems that are most critical to a business are the exact same ones that are the most dangerous to change. The business needs them up 24/7, but technology is always evolving. So, how do you solve that tension? Okay, so to get this, you first have to understand a really fundamental difference. Updating a stateless system, that's easy. It doesn't remember anything from one request to the next, so you can just swap out old servers for new ones. It's kind of like changing a light bulb. But a stateful system, like a database, it remembers everything. It's completely tied to its data. Changing it is like performing open heart surgery. The patient absolutely has to stay alive the entire time. So how do these digital surgeons actually pull this off? Well, one of the most elegant and frankly powerful strategies out there is called the blue-green switch. It's a deployment model that's designed from the ground up to just eliminate downtime and radically cut down on risk.
The concept is actually pretty simple, but it's incredibly powerful. You start with your current live environment. We'll call that blue. First step, you build a second, totally identical environment, and we'll call that green. Then, you put the new version of your system on green and start syncing up the data from blue. Once green is fully tested and you're ready to go, you just use a router to instantly switch all your users from blue over to green. And the final, crucial step, you keep blue on standby just in case you need to roll back in a hurry.
And you can see right away why this is such a big deal. For users, the switch is totally seamless, zero downtime. But the real game changer here is the rollback. If anything, it all goes wrong, you just flip the switch right back to blue, which is still running the old stable version. It takes what used to be a super high-stakes deployment and turns it into a low-risk, almost routine event. That's how you build confidence.
But, yeah, there's always a but, isn't there? And this is a very, very big one. While that blue-green switch sounds perfect in theory, it hides a massive complexity when you're dealing with stateful systems, when you're dealing with data.
This quote just nails it. That promise of an instant rollback comes with a huge asterisk. Sure, you can switch the application traffic back in a split second, but what about the data? So here's where it all gets tricky. Imagine your new green environment is live for just 5 minutes. In those 5 minutes, users create new orders, post comments, update their profiles. All of that new data exists only in the green database. So if you roll back by switching traffic to blue, that data is just gone. It vanishes. A simple rollback suddenly means data loss, and that is absolutely unacceptable. This is the Achilles heel that turns a simple strategy into a really profound data engineering challenge. So how do engineers even begin to solve this data loss problem? Well, they need a much smarter set of tools. They need techniques that can keep two live databases in perfect sync and maybe even replicate data backwards if a rollback is needed. One of the cornerstones of the modern solution is a technique called change data capture, or CDC. Now, instead of constantly asking the database, hey, what's new? Anything new yet? Which is super inefficient, CDC goes right to the source, the database's own private journal called the transaction log. Think of it as a perfect ordered diary of every single change that ever happens. CDC just reads that diary in real time. This really makes the whole thing tangible. So let's say a user updates their profile on the live Blue system. That change is immediately written into Blue's transaction log. The CDC process then just reads that exact entry from the log. It's a totally non-invasive operation, and it streams that change over to the green database pretty much instantly. It's efficient, it's accurate, and it barely impacts the production system at all. Now, of course, blue-green isn't the only play in the playbook. Architects often mix and match from a whole toolbox of strategies. For instance, a canary release gradually rolls out a new version to just a small group of users first. This minimizes what we call the blast radius, how many people are affected if something goes wrong. Then there's a shadow deployment, where you send a copy of live traffic to the new system, but you don't actually use its responses.
It's a totally risk-free way to test with real-world load. Each of these has its own trade-offs when it comes to cost, risk, and speed.
So when you master these advanced techniques, something really remarkable starts to happen. You change migration from this terrifying high-risk event that everyone dreads into something much, much more powerful. A strategic capability that literally enables the business to move faster. Just look at Netflix. Their famous 7-year migration to the cloud wasn't some single big bang project. No way. It was a gradual evolution. They completely rebuilt their architecture for the cloud, and they used the sophisticated mix of shadow testing and canary releases to de-risk every single step of the way. For a company like Netflix, migration isn't a one-time thing. It's a continuous process. Or take Shopify. They manage a colossal database for millions of online stores. They have to perform migrations on a terabyte scale just to keep things running smoothly. And they do it all with zero downtime. How? They actually built their own custom tools that use log-based CDC, that same technique we just talked about, to make these incredibly complex operations feel routine and reliable. And that's really the ultimate lesson here. For these industry leaders, the ability to evolve their core technology without blowing up the business, well, it isn't just a cool technical trick. It is a fundamental, profound strategic advantage. It lets them innovate faster, be more resilient, and stay way ahead of the competition.
Which kind of leaves us with one last question to think about. When you look at your own organization or the systems you work on, does the fear of migration hold you back, like a heavy anchor? Or have you built the capability to make your technology a true engine for continuous change?